are listening to, you are absolutely listening to the George Espenlaub Show, coming to you live from the Funny Farm. Now, with no further ado, here comes Georgie!
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It is Friday night at the Funny Farm, and thank you, Charlie, for that fine introduction. Charlie does a fine, fine job around here. It's Friday night at the Funny Farm in a place called Our World. You're listening to the George Espenlaub Show, and whether you're down the street, around the corner, somewhere across America, or around the world, I want to say thank you for tuning in. And as I always say, we have two goals in mind. One is to make you smile and hopefully laugh. The second one is we want to make you just as goofy as the rest of us. Because Friday nights we're goofier than any other time. Although I find that hard to believe myself, but I think we're just a little bit goofier on Friday nights. But anyhow, the chat room is open. I see some folks are already in there. Some folks from South Carolina. They're on the road, they're traveling, and they're listening to the George Espenlaub Show, coming to you live from the Funny Farm. Wow, do we have one set up for you tonight? This will definitely cause you to tap your feet, snap your fingers, bob your head, and shake your booty. In fact, Miss Ernestine already has the clients out on the dance floor. They're doing little exercises to get loose, so they don't pull no muscles or pull no hamstrings or strain or all that kind of stuff. But she's out there leading them in exercises because Remus and the Remus Tucker Band are going to make you do all those moves. You're going to do moves that you didn't think you could ever do before. Come on into the chat room. We have no chairs. Get you something to drink. Grab something to eat, and dance, because that's what we're going to do tonight. We're going to listen to Remus, and we're going to listen to their music, and we're going to dance, 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 dance. And so, after saying all that, Remus, welcome to the George Espenlaub Show.
Thank you very much. I'm really glad to be here. It's fantastic to be back.
Wow. It's been quite a while since you've been here, but we had us a time last time.
Absolutely. We had such a good time, and, I enjoyed it so much, I begged to come back on. I really appreciate it.
Well, we're glad to have you. And you're way out there in the great state of Colorado, up in the mountains, correct?
That is correct. I am right up in the mountains. Yep, I am a true mountain man.
Yeah, we put that up, your bio and stuff up on the page today. I don't know who wrote that, but I sure do. I tip my hat to them because that was one fine piece of writing, if I do say so myself.
Well, thank you. I wrote that. And,
did you
I
really?
wrote that after I did. Yeah, I wrote that after I actually had an encounter with a bear up here, and so I'm like, I'm going to write this up, and I guess it was kind of a little love of life that came flowing out of me.
That's what I want. I'm glad you mentioned the bear. Could you, is there a story behind that or something?
Oh, yeah. I've always been kind of a mountain man, and, grew up, like I like to say, in buckskins and black powder. And I was out here living off the grid for a while, kind of, just writing some stuff and getting some of the songs straight in my head and all that. And one night I was getting ready to go to bed, and my dogs started. I had a couple of labs back then, and they started going off. And I looked down, and there's this big old bear coming up to my cabin. So I'm like, I'd made some noise and started to walk away, and then it stopped, turned around, and came right back with a purpose. And I said to myself, nope, not today. So I jumped up and grabbed the first thing that was at hand, which was a big old Bowie knife, and I ran out the door, dressed in not much, and with my hair down because I got long hair. You can see from the pictures, and I must have looked a fright because that bear looked at me like I was Bigfoot, and the look on his face was it was pretty comical, and it took off running. I'm chasing it down, and it's run into the bushes, and so I stopped and I turned around like pretty satisfied with myself. And as I was walking back, I looked and I'm like, all I had was a Bowie knife, and if that bear had turned around, it could have turned out different. so yeah.
So apparently, when that whole episode went down, you didn't really think it through, right? I mean, you just reacted.
I did. I didn't think it through one bit. I just grabbed whatever was hanging there, and that was the Bowie knife. And funny thing is, I had a pistol there, all sorts of stuff. Because when you live up here, you kind of you have to be aware that you're living in the animal's habitat. So, this is their home, and we're the trespassers. So, no, I wasn't thinking at all.
Sometimes you get the best results when you do that. Not always, but sometimes.
Sometimes, not always. The guys in the band will say that not always, but yeah.
Hey, Remus, before I play the first song tonight, tell us a little bit about yourself and when you started playing music and all those kind of good things.
You bet. I grew up playing music. My dad, he worked. He was a machine repairman, but he could play banjo and hammer dulcimer stuff like that, like nobody's business. And every night he'd come home from work, and the whole family would sit around singing old bluegrass tunes. And so I cut my teeth on all of that, and just fell in love with it. And our family's always been a little bit musical, and I just couldn't get it out of my blood, There's nothing like being on stage. There's nothing like playing music. And so, I grew up in several different bands and stuff like that, and kind of cut my teeth there, developed my own style and stuff, and then just started putting it out there for people, and everybody says it's pretty good, so I ain't stopped yet, and I'm going to keep going until they toss dirt on me.
Hey, that is good because you had no idea I was going to play this song. That was a fine intro. Because we're going to play, if you don't mind, bury me on the banks of the Mississippi River. How's that?
That sounds perfect.
I've been a river rat man near most of my life. The sun beating down on the slavery and stripe. I had a lot of women put me to the blade. And one day my wife I made. Well, she drove me to be a crazy man. I took that woman no one else could stand. And sent me back to where I was born. One of my clan of French Cajun. Bury me there on the banks of the Mississippi River. Where the lost lands are blessed by my forgiver. Hey, you know my grace is no man wants to live forever. Just bury me there on the banks of the Mississippi River. About Beauregard, I was given a name. Crawfish could wall, yeah, wanted to say they gave our Snook and Abraham. The devil sent that woman here to this man. Hell, and the woman, she died first. Let us suffer to the end of time and thirst. And don't take me to either land. Just put me underneath that barrel. the money, I'll take my say. Bury me there on the banks of the Mississippi River. Well, the lost minds are blessed by my forgiver. Hey, you know how quicksand blow and wants to live forever. Just bury me there on the banks of the Mississippi River. Just bury me there on the banks of the Mississippi River. Just bury me there on the banks of the Mississippi River. Just bury me there on the banks.
Wow. One of the gentlemen in the chat room, Mr. Ed Temple, who was our guest here on Wednesday night, he said, that is some good sounding music. And I agree 100%. Remus, that was good.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. You know, that song, it always gets me because it just, it's a powerful mover, and boy, I tell you, I love singing it.
I can tell you loved singing it. I loved, and I know other people loved listening to it. I can't tell you how many times I've listened to it. I mean, it's just impossible to tell you. But anyhow, I really enjoy that. Let me give a great big shout out to Travis, to Pammy, to Joe, and to Dee down there in South Carolina, and all their entourage that's traveling with them. Thanks, you guys. Come on, Espenlaub. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm telling you, you won't be disappointed. Wow, Remus, you've been playing music for quite a long time now.
Let's see, all my life.
That makes sense. I'm not going to say that's quite a long time, because then I'd be saying, Remus, you're old. But no, and I don't want to get Zacchaeus up a tree and can't get him back down. You know what I'm saying? But
I hear you. Yeah. Yeah, I've been doing it for a long time, and just kind of perfecting my sound and stuff.
Musicians have always amazed me, and I've told people on my blog, I've told them on the radio, everywhere I've been, I've always told them, some of the musicians that we have out there that's entertaining today and in times past are great musicians, singers, songwriters, so on and so forth. But I said, that's only the ones that you can see. I say, I know people that they're out there and they're just as good, if not better, than some of the entertainers are today. And so that's kind of been the whole crux of our show, of bringing musicians on that's not out there on the marquees. And so, you know what I'm saying, Remus?
Yeah, it's people like yourself that really kind of give us a leg up. We don't have millions of dollars backing us. We don't have huge conglomerates pushing us, And we're just out there doing what we do. We're troubadours, we're hitting the pavement hard, and we're just bringing what we have in our hearts to our fans, and people like yourself that help kind of give us that limelight. We greatly appreciate it, and we need more people like yourself.
When the last time you were on, there's been some changes since then. Is that correct?
That's correct. Yeah. We, you know how bands are. We kind of grow up and do some stuff, and then everybody has creative differences, and we go in our different directions. And so the last band I was with, we kind of did that, and so I just kind of sat back for a little bit and kind of worked on a few things here and there with the sound and the songs, then put together a new band, and that's who's playing with me now. These guys are fantastic, and they are just hard hitters. They are on the Lonely Mile and Come On songs, that the singles that we got released out there. And they're a great bunch of guys, and we are in the process of writing a whole bunch more stuff.
The Come On, the Come On song, that was just recently released.
Yeah, that was a little over a couple weeks ago, I guess it was. That we just released that. Previous to that, we released Lonely Mile. Lonely Mile has been getting crazy play out there all over the world. We're just really excited about it. And Come On, since it's released, it has hit playlists all over the place, and it's going pretty strong too. So we're really excited.
Now, before we come on, before we play Come On, where can people find your music at?
You can find it everywhere: iTunes, Apple Music, Google Play, Spotify, Pandora, any digital distribution place you can find. You can even buy it on Amazon. So yeah, it's everywhere. We are any place Taylor Swift is what I like to say.
All righty. Miss Ernestine's got the gang out there. They're loose as a goose out there on the dance floor. I just went through the chat room, and when that music was playing, and almost got bounced from wall to wall, because them people moving in there. They're just moving and grooving, and they are everywhere on the funny farm. They're inside, they're outside, they're sitting up in the tree limbs, in pickups and in crickshaws. Whatever got them here, that's what they're in. They're dancing on the streets. So we're going to play this new release song, Come On, by the Remus Tucker Band.
1, 2, 3, 4. Got a high hole running right outside. Strap on the leather to take a ride. Gonna have mother, gonna make you run. We'll drive all night to the rising sun. Hey. Got this hot thing bitching, we'll slow it down. I'm burning some rubber, you're all over town. We'll keep your mouth tight, this is gonna last. But I'm too young to go this fast.
Now, Remus, I asked the folks out there one question, and this is what I asked them. I said, it's hard to tap your feet, snap your fingers, bob your head, and shake your booty while you're trying to type something in the computer, But anyhow, I asked him one question. I said, can he get it done or what? Somebody wrote back and said, yep, we're partying in the RV. So wherever it is, RVs, picnic grounds, campgrounds, swimming pools, pool parties, in the house, out the house, wherever. Party on. That was awesome, Remus.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Wow. Man, when you say come on, you really mean come on. I like that. Every time I say come on now, like when... I don't know about other people's wives. I've been married for 51 years, and I'm going to get in trouble because I know she's listening somewhere. But anyhow, I've been married for 51 years. And, women, when it's time to walk out the door, it's not time for them to walk out the door. And I'm always saying, come on, come on. But now, come on has brought a new meaning to me. And so every time I say come on, I'm going to think of Remus Tucker and the Remus Tucker Band and their song, Come On. I don't know if that makes sense to anyone else.
It does to me, but don't get me in trouble with your wife.
Oh, no. You're safe, and before I go through the door, I'm going to make sure that, there's nothing laying on the table that could hurt me, and I'm going to go in, waving the white flag and, just to kind of test the waters. So tell me
That's
about...
a good idea.
So tell me about where are you playing a lot at now?
We are actually doing a lot of festivals, which I just love festivals. My whole thing is I like to get in there, and I like to lay down our music and, get off stage and leave people just begging for more. It's wonderful. And, the festival atmosphere, it's like a carnival. Every single time you go and do a festival, it's just fantastic. So we're doing a lot of those. We have a festival coming up in September we're doing in Colorado called the Taste of Colorado. We've done that. This will be our third time doing it there, and it's going to be fantastic. We're actually going on just before Dwight Yoakam. And so we're really excited, and we're looking forward to doing more of those. And we do play some other venues as well, but the festivals are just really in my heart.
That's kind of where people, when they come to relax, they come to have fun, they come loose, and they just come to hear good music and get down and dance.
That's right. I tell you, they do. We played. Like I said, this is our third time playing there, and every single year it is just packed with people looking to have a good time. And man, do they ever!
Do you play just? And I think I know the answer to this, but you don't just play in the state of Colorado. You go other places in the Midwest and so on and so forth.
That is, yeah, we go on tour, and we just got back from playing Wyoming. So yeah, we play everywhere. Any place they'll let us, without throwing stuff at us, and even then we'll still play. But yeah, we'll play everywhere. We were actually talking about going out to Louisiana and playing Nashville, stuff like that. So we'll probably putting something like that together, probably next year to support a new album.
Wow, that would be fantastic. I'm telling you, brother, they'll just eat you people up down there when they hear your music. And man.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yes, indeedy. Can we play another one?
Yeah, sure, go right ahead.
Let's do that that night bang that you that you do. I like that one too. I like them all.
That's one.
Ladies and gentlemen,
that's one of my favorites.
Night Bang. I'm always saying wow, but I really mean wow. Someone just informed me, and this is what they said. I will be loading his station on my playlist for sure. Wow. There goes another wow.
That's fantastic.
That's fantabulous. That's an Espenlaub word. That's fantabulous.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely fantabulous. I was going to say something, but like I always do, I can't remember what I was going to say, and so I will say something else. How many? I imagine your spring and summer days are pretty well booked up. How do you do in the say like the late fall and the wintertime out that way?
Wintertime, I like to kind of keep myself near to home and do a lot of writing and a lot of recording. That's kind of when I give myself that time to do it, because usually our spring and summer and fall is pretty well packed. So yeah, wintertime is always good because we can get several feet of snow up here overnight. And so, it kind of keeps me home and keeps me tied to my guitar.
Wow.
So, that's kind of how I like to run it. And then we usually get around and book stuff for the spring, and away we go.
I was looking, I was looking on the webpage today at the musicians that's with you in the band. And I don't know if any of these fellows had any what they call formal education, music education, whatever. But anyways, but a lot of folks that I come in contact with, and I've come in contact with over the years, they say, nope, I just picked it up down there somewhere, over there, up there, and run with it and worked with it, and this is what came of it. So how you guys, I mean, did you ever have any like musical training or anything like that?
The only person that really did would be our bass player, Chris Love. He has some formal musical training, but the rest of us, we're just doing what's in our heart and just kind of pours out through our hands and through our voice. So sometimes it just works. If you got it inside you, and it's inside.
That's always amazed me, because I call it just plain good old God-given talent. Now, I can't walk anymore and chew bubble gum at the same time. But when I watch you fellows play and sing and make music, I mean, it just blows me away. And I don't, if I live to be 100, I don't think I'll be able to put it in words of how I feel when I watch people like you guys playing music, and it's all coming from inside. It was put inside, and you're utilizing it, and you're making people like me very, very happy by displaying your God-given talents, and I thank you for that.
Well, thank you. Hearing that, I always tell people, they say, well, why do you do music? And I say, well, it's like 10% for myself, but the rest of it is for everybody out there that gets such a good joy out of it. That makes me feel fantastic. And if I can bring joy to people's lives by doing a little bit of music and getting them out there moving and just having a good time singing songs and grooving to the music, then you know what? It can't be wrong.
You're absolutely right. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, friends, Romans, and countrymen, wherever you're at, please make sure that you get Remus Tucker, the Remus Tucker Band, and you get their music. Put it in all your devices and listen to it while you're walking, with all those things we got. And this is what I want to encourage people to do, because, Remus, I'm fascinated with these little Bluetooth doodads, that those little speakers. Some of them are fat and short, some of them are long and skinny, and but you know what I'm talking about? Them little that plays the.
Oh yeah,
yeah, and I mean they got such an awesome sound. Get you one of them and hook them babies up, and then crank the thing up, whichever device you're using, and put Remus Tucker Band on, and I'll guarantee you, your blues will go away, your sads will go away, and you'll be a happy camper. I'll guarantee it. And before it's all said and done, don't tell me you can't dance. Everybody can move. Before it's all said and done, you'll be moving. I'll guarantee it, because Remus Tucker and the Remus Tucker Band are just awesome. So load it up on all your devices. Remus, I want to play that Lonely Mile. Is that all right?
Yeah, that sounds great. That's one of my favorites.
All right, buddy. Here it comes. Ladies and gentlemen, Lonely Mile.
Lonely room, life in the dark, broken needles, where the music starts. On electric guitars and the rest of the band. Whispered secrets, sold my soul. I'm on the edge, that galley's growing cold. Wasting life now, drinking hard. Wait on the silence, ride that last train out. My still heart is beating between my legs. I'm riding to find my way home. It's a long and lonely mile, yeah. I give my soul for one of your smiles. All torn up at the end of this road. Mirror shows eyes that lost their glow. Making gypsy, waiting for my head. Another long night, time to play again. My still heart is beating between my legs.
gentlemen, that is the Remus Tucker Band and Lonely Mile. I just couldn't contain myself, and I don't apologize for it. I mean, the chair got pushed back. I was on my feet. I couldn't help it. I just had to. Even if I would have forced myself to sit here, I couldn't have done it. I would have just been like a jack-in-the-box, and I would have popped up. That is really, and I've heard that before. And every time I hear it, I get the same effects. I can't sit down. I got to stand up. That was wonderful, Remus.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. That song, I tell you, whenever I sing it on stage, it just gives me chills. That is, in my life, that's what it's like to be on the road sometimes, you know? And that's what that song conveys. Wow,
that music, it just, I look at the chat room here. There's thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. And so I just tried to picture people listening to it wherever they're at. And I could not picture one person sitting down, folding their hands and just sitting there. I couldn't picture that. It's literally impossible. You guys are just awesome, Remus. Just awesome.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Yeah, you know, it's just it's something that I just got to do, and I tell you what, when I hear that, it just makes me want to do it all the more.
Isn't that the truth? Wow. You know, we was going to do a commercial, but we're forgetting about that for a minute because there's a couple more songs. Can you stay just a little bit longer, Remus? I won't keep you real long.
Absolutely.
Okay, buddy.
No, that's fine. I'd love to.
Ladies and gentlemen, here's another snappy one. If Charlie, yeah, that one. Yeah. Charlie acts like I can read sign language sometimes. I don't know what that means, but when he shakes his head, then we communicate. I got it. Oh, boy. Where are we at, Charlie? Okay. I like this one, too. I like them all, but I like this one, too. Ladies and gentlemen, here's more of the Remus Tucker Band.
Texas, they all know me. Where's about the rules? But if I ever lose your loving girl, there will be nothing left to lose. Nothing but out there but the leaves and trees.
And just in case you stumbled in, you fell in, you were pushed in, or you actually tuned in yourself, you're listening to the George Espenlaub Show, coming to you live from the Funny Farm in a place called Our World. And I'll guarantee you, it's a whole lot safer in our world than it is out there in yours. And like I always say, we will not be responsible for any side effects that may occur while you're listening to the show or may come upon you later on. Sometimes there's a delayed reaction, but we're not going to be responsible. But if you all of a sudden email us or phone us or tell us somewhere when we see you that you just felt a little bit goofy or you're turning goofy, that'll bring a smile to our face, and it might even make us laugh because we are determined to make you just as goofy as the rest of us. And Friday nights, we are really, really, really goofy. Ladies and gentlemen, we have had with us our guest, Remus Tucker, the Remus Tucker Band. And you talk about music. Wow. It is music that'll set your feet a-tapping, your fingers snapping, your head bobbing, and your booty shaking. I better stop while I'm ahead because, wow. Somebody said, Remus, that you need to come east so we can see you play this live. Yeah, I agree 100%.
I would love to.
Oh man!
I would love to. I tell you what.
I'm telling you, we would, wherever you went, whether it be a picnic pavilion or a stadium, we would we would pack it out because people around here, they just like that kind of music. And wow, you play that kind of music. We're going to play one more, Remus, and then we'll come back and I'll let you go. But all right, Charlie. Yep. Okay. Let's do that one then. Okay. If we hit the right one, Charlie, hit the right button. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Remus Tucker Band. I think Charlie said that it's Sweet Carolina.
Sorry, honey, you're gonna have to take them back. I can't be seen in those in front of all my friends. I'm thinking about a gold-plated Mercedes-Benz. I took my baby on our first-class trip to France. She said there's just one thing, yeah, you need to take a chance. I know you love me, but you haven't pleased me yet. We need to take a limo and two private jet, yeah. Your love cuts me like a knife, cuts me like a knife to the bone. Yes, it does, say. Your love cuts me like a knife, cuts me like a knife to the bone. I love my baby, wanna keep her satisfied. She said she really loves me, well, till the day I die. Here's our proposal, hope you don't take it wrong. Could we bring cleaners? This is why I wrote this song, yeah. Your love cuts me like a knife, cuts me like a knife to the bone. Yes, it does, say. Your love cuts me like a knife, cuts me like a knife to the bone. Caviar and champagne. I said, can I ask a favor? She said, if you make it plain. You say you love me, but do you like me too? She gave me a look and said, that's just too much for me to do. Well, your love cuts me like a knife, cuts me like a knife to the bone. Yes, it does. Well, your love cuts me like a knife, cuts me like a knife to the bone.
that wasn't Sweet Carolina. I knew Charlie and I, we can't do one show without screwing something up. But we have fun. Your Love Cuts. That's what it was. Your Love Cuts. Oh, my. Remus, I thank you from the depth of my heart for being on the show tonight. I mean, I've said it.
Oh,
I've said it.
I really appreciate it.
Go ahead.
Well, as I say, I appreciate it. And let me ask you a question. Don't you have a grandson in the military?
I do. Corporal Jeffrey Howard is serving in the U.S.
I'd like to give a shout-out to him.
All right, buddy. All righty. Yes, sir.
I'd like to thank him for his service.
That's our true heroes, right, Remus?
Absolutely. You got it, buddy.
And ladies and gentlemen, before you lay your head down and go to sleep tonight, don't forget to say a prayer for the men and the women that's serving our country, not only here, but in faraway lands. And thank God they're there. Remus, you have been such a treat. I was anticipating this tonight, but as much as I was anticipating, I mean, I can't describe. The words just don't want to come. But it just makes me so happy, and I am so thrilled that we had you on tonight. And please do me a favor before I forget. Thank Miss Tracy for getting in touch with me and supplying me with the things that I needed. She was such a big help. So before I forget, please tell her thank you from all of us here at the George Espenlaub Show. And we'll continue.
I will definitely do that.
We'll continue to pass the word, play the music, put it out there far and wide to friends, Romans, and countrymen, and anyone that will lend us their ears. We don't ask for one ear. We ask for both of them. So we're going to put that out there for you. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure we're going to get comments and emails, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, of how great this show was tonight. Remus, thank you, my brother. Let's stay in touch. I believe you got my phone number.
Absolutely.
Got my email. PM
Yep,
me,
sure do.
PM me anytime, even if it's about nothing. Let's just stay in touch, all righty?
Same here, brother. Just I'm just nothing but a couple of types away. You know that, and I always watch my messages. So you type it on, I'll respond to it, because I tell you what, you have done so much for us getting us out there, and I greatly appreciate it. And I love your show. More people should do what you do.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it so very, very much. And so until then, God bless you, Remus. Stay safe, and tell everyone I said hello.
You too, brother. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. Bye-bye. Ladies and gentlemen, what a treat. What a treat. And the good thing is you can come back and you can listen to it again and again and again and again, as many times as you want to. And if need be, you can even download it and put it on your device and play his music, while you're listening to the show, or go to his website. Just type in remustucker.com. That'll take you to the website. The man and his band is absolutely awesome. And I thought, I won't say I thought, the time we had him on before was awesome. This was even better. I mean, if anything can get better, this was even better. And it is just wonderful. Remus Tucker and the Remus Tucker Band. Thank you so much, Remus. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you, everyone. Okay, let's do this. Man. Woo. Let's Oh, that dude does it every single time. He really needs to go get some treatment or something or another for that, because he's man, he's really sucking air. So he is. Whew. Next week we've got a great lineup again. I didn't write my note. Well, I did write my note, but I didn't bring it with me. I can't remember where I put my notes, so when I find my note, I'll let you know what was on it. But I know that next week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, we are going to have 3 more great shows, and we're just going to continue to make them bigger, better, pass the word out there for everyone to know that the George Espenlaub Show, coming to you live from the Funny Farm, is on Spreaker. We bounce off of Spreaker. That's our platform. We're on Spotify. We're on iHeartRadio. We're on, Castbox. They bounce us up to YouTube. They announce when we're going on live on Twitter. I don't know. I just don't know where we are. We're out there. We're out there in many, many places. So we thank you for your support. We thank you for everything that you've done. Now, let me say this in closing. Have you ever been to a ring bomb party? You say, what in the world is a ring bomb party? Well, here's what you need to do. I have 2 very, very, very close friends. And believe me, if I know any 2 people in this world, I know these 2 people, Maxine and Walter. And they're having another ring bomb party tonight, probably somewhere around 9:30, 9:45, maybe 10 o'clock. That's Eastern Standard Time. If you want to know what a ring bomb party is, you go on Facebook and you type in Unicorn Chasing. That's CHASIN. Unicorn Chasing with Maxine and Walter. And you will see live what a ring bomb party is. They're just 2 fantastic people. They love their audience. The audience seems to love them. So you just go to Unicorn Chasing, CHASIN, with Maxine and Walter, and you'll find out what a ring bomb party is all about. Well, ladies and gentlemen, wow, what a night, huh? What a night. A night of music, a fine guest. Wasn't Remus really entertaining? I like that. I like the story. It wasn't a story, it was a true account. I like the true account of him chasing the bear. That wasn't a very well thought through thing, but it seemed to work out. Hey, we're so glad, so thankful that you took the time to tune in to the George Espenlaub Show. We're goofy, I know that. And we get goofier as time goes on, but we want you to become just as goofy as the rest of us. I hope we brought a smile to your face, maybe even made you laugh. And regardless of the circumstances that surround you, the situation you find yourself in, I trust that maybe this show uplifted you in spirit somewhat. And I hope that you take the time to join in again. Spread the word far and wide. Tell your friends, family, in-laws, outlaws. Tell everybody to tune in to the George Espenlaub Show every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right here on Spreaker.com. All right, gang. I hope you have a great weekend. I'm sure going to. Take a big, deep breath and enjoy yourself. Sit back and relax. So until then, if it's nighttime where you're at, you have a great night. If it's tomorrow already where you're at, I hope you're having a great tomorrow. Whatever time it is, wherever you're at. Until then, this is George Espenlaub challenging you. Be kind one to another. Love one another. Be safe out there. Watch where you're going. Watch what's in front of you, beside you, and behind you. And I'll see you. Charlie and I will be back Monday night, along with the rest of the gang. Miss Ernestine, Harvey, Gertrude, and it goes on and on and on. All of us from the Funny Farm will be back Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Until then, God bless you, everybody, and good night.